Hello everyone, and this is my reaction to Attack on Titan, the final season, episode 15. After this, there's only one more episode left before we go on yet another break. But I think this will be the last break, and when the show comes back again, it'll finally end. Anyway, last time on Attack on Titan, there was certainly some savagery taking place there, wasn't there? First, Aaron talked to Mikasa and Armin. He told Armin about how memories get transferred through successors of Titans, and how he has Bertolt's memories, and that's why he keeps going to visit Annie all the time. And for Mikasa, he told him about the Ackerman clan. Zeke told him about all of this when he met him in Liberia. He said the Ackerman clan was designed to protect the king, and that when Eren gave her a command, she mistook him for the king, and that's why she stayed by his side for so long. And that's why she tries to stop anyone who tries to harm him. He tells her that everything she's done has been dictated by her Ackerman blood. And then Eren Armin fired out, and Eren just beats up Armin, and he has the two of them taken to Shiganshina, along with the other scouts. So then, while Zeke and Levi were in the forest, Levi was thinking of giving Zeke's beast to someone else, because if they lose a Titan with royal blood, then the Aegis will lose their only weapon, and then they can't start the rumbling. At least that's what I think they're going to do. I'm not exactly sure what Zeke's plan is. He still hasn't told us what it is. All we know is that he hasn't even told Eren what it is. But if they feed Zeke to someone else, then they lose a Titan with royal blood, and then the Aegis plan will be foiled. That's what his plan is. He was thinking he would finally fulfill the promise he made to Irvin 4 years ago. But then Zeke tried to make a run for it. So they actually brought the spinal fluid wine on the mission, and as soon as he yelled, they all turned into Titans. Speaking of that, I actually didn't read it last time. Information available for public disclosure. Spinal fluid wine. Red, wi- a red wine produced in Marley with Zeke Wonder Boy Jaeger spinal fluid mixed in. Why Wonder Boy? After consuming Zeke's spinal fluid and hearing his scream, subjects of Ymir will turn into pure Titans who obey his orders. The wine and Titans have proven to be a cheap and effective weapon to conquer enemy nations. Okay, why did they call him Wonder Boy though? And yeah, and Niccolo explained how they used it to conquer some nations in the past. The sudden appearance of Titans. Ah! And then Titans appear, and yeah. So he turned all of Levi's men into Titans and used that to distract him while he made his escape. He didn't think Levi would kill those Titans. He knew he could, he just didn't think he would. He didn't think Levi would kill his own comrades who had done nothing wrong. But Zeke doesn't know how many friends Levi had to kill, and he didn't hesitate to kill all of them. And then he caught up to Zeke, who was trying to leave the forest, and the two of them fought again. This was a proper round two, not the one that was orchestrated in Liberia. We had an actual round two this time. He took one of the Titans with him, took them apart, and then was throwing their guts and blood at Levi. He was dodging all of it, and then threw four Thunder Spears at his nape and forced it out. And meanwhile, while Commandant Charas was training the 109 Cadet Corps, they were doubting why they were still being taught how to fight Titans. Well, after seeing what Zeke just did, I think that knowledge will still help out. And then Flock said that he is taking over the place, and that anybody who wants to join the Aegis need to beat up Commandant Charas, who represents the old ways that they need to do away with. Charas says that it wouldn't be enough, but they actually did manage to beat him up. He's still a bystander. So now they're all joining the Aegis. And then finally, Levi put Zeke in a wagon with a thunder spear in his gut. And Zeke remembered an important figure from his past. Maybe we will see Zeke's past in this episode now, like after he turned his father in and before he became the Beast Titan. So let's see how that story turns out now on Attack on Titan. This is Attack on Titan, the final season, episode 15, English dubbed.
It's okay. We were actually just on our way
I
out.
noticed Grisha's voice right away. Eh? Oh, he's not happy. They're the Eldians.
So you're Eldians.
Hey, what was that?
Gosh!
We're allowed to be outside of the walls right now. We received permission.
I'm here to clean this tower and rid it of filth.
Oi!
You demons have tainted my workplace. Your kind used to massacre everyone they could. You should be wiped out, so why are you breeding?
Ridiculous. Horrible.
This is the outside world. If you can't stand it as it is, then you're gonna have to change it. Zeke, we need you to save everyone.
He imposes ideals on Zeke the same way his father tried to do on him. Although he had better intentions, but that didn't matter much. Number 14. Soul Salvation. Wait, oh sorry, no, not 14, 74.
You want one of these kids to become my successor? Yes, we'll choose eventually.
One's lagging behind the pack.
Oh, that's the Beast Titan before Zeke?
Jaeger doesn't look to be anywhere near
Hmm.
as driven as the rest. Honestly, I have no idea why he still bothers to show up here at all.
It's because of Grisha, isn't it? He is pushing it on and Zeke doesn't want to do it.
If you work hard, then I'm sure they'll make you a warrior. We're helping Liberio stay healthy.
He may be confused right now, but someday Zeke will understand everything we're doing.
This is
And
the
Zeke turned them
tragedy of
in.
Lago that occurred 1,200 years ago.
Oh
After
no.
destroying Lago in the course of a single day, these atrocities led to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of Marlians. So as day broke, the Titans awoke and the Marlians...
Zeke's getting conflicting thing.
A lot of people ended up dying, right? Do you really want to become a warrior and fight for Marley?
He doesn't, does he?
Yeah, I want to be a warrior.
Does he? Faye. You know you got to meet your
Big
aunt. Magath? Yep. He looks so young.
You're awful at this, Dad. Kick it harder, okay?
Dad!
Yes? What is it?
Hey, I finished training early today. Do you think we
Oh,
could...
good. That means the two of us can study more.
Grisha. He realized he made a mistake with Zeke, but then it was too
The
late.
tragedy of Lago never happened, nor did the devastation of
He's
Monsoon
getting...
or
Ah.
the ravaging of Vol.
Grisha just messed
They're
up
all
Zeke's
just
life.
stories made up by Marley. Marley wants you to believe that the Eldian Empire had cruel customs and a brutal culture.
Grisha's teaching him one thing. His grandfather is teaching him something else.
You over there. Mind taking a second to toss that back? Hey, you've actually got a pretty good arm for a kid. Here.
Nice catch.
You caught it. Can I interest you in sticking around for a game of catch?
Your armband is red. Does that mean you're a...
One of those Marleyan warriors. But my beast isn't much use in a war. So I
Oh.
don't exactly live up to the title. For the most part, I hang around here playing catch.
Alright.
The name's Tom Sava. And I work
Tom
as a
Sava.
researcher studying Titans.
Nice to meet you. I'm Zeke Jaeger.
Your throw has some serious heat behind it, Zeke. You're a natural, really.
He complimented you.
Chosen to be a warrior, then the entire plan will fall apart.
I know
Grace.
that, but the
Is that Falco's uncle?
only intervene and get Zeke selected as a warrior if he has decent scores.
It's like this only comes once in a century.
Grisha messed up with Zeke. He never saw him as a person. Don't look at him like that.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Zeke, I know you can do this. You must have...
Grisha, what were you thinking? What were you doing to Zeke? Why do you think he turned you in? Grisha! How could you? That's your son! Yeah, I know we heard in Grisha's flashback, but how can you say that about your own son?
Isn't enough! He'll never become a warrior like that!
It's no wonder Zeke turned you in.
You were a real mess the other day, huh?
I don't see what's funny about it. They're just keeping me around to run stupid errands for them now. Whatever chance I had, it's gone.
So he's kind of like the Rhino of the group.
I had to become a Marleyan warrior. I needed to. Thing is, I just wasn't good enough.
No big deal. It'd be stupid to become a warrior. Not only would you shorten your lifespan, you'd have to spend your life killing people in other countries for Marley. Like I told you, I work as a researcher. It's
Okay.
a mystery. They say it all started when the Foundry Mirror touched an unknown something. I wanted to look back 2,000 years and see what it was.
2,000 years. To you in 2,000 years.
Compared to the mysteries of Titans, hatred and war seem awfully trivial. I don't think we're weak so much as we're just disinclined to play war with the rest of them. We're both decent people. A real rarity in this world.
Oh. He was like a better father to you than Grisha ever was. But Grisha he just wouldn't let it go. Who would he?
They call themselves the Eldian Restorationists. Apparently, it was formed by a traitor called the Owl. Our people are looking into several leads as we speak.
Grisha. I can't believe Grisha was like this to Zeke. Yeah, I know he said he made a mistake and all, but
If you get caught, we'll all be sent to the Island of Devils. Have you somehow managed to learn nothing from me after all this time? Unless someone takes a stand, our people will be doomed to live pitiful lives trapped in this tiny cage forever.
Yes, that's right. We're fighting to create a dignified future for Eldian people everywhere, including you, Zeke.
also you, Dinah.
But would you still say that? If you knew that I could end up like Aunt Faye?
Damn it, Zeke! You know the only reason Faye isn't alive now is because the world is such a sick and twisted place. We need to fight and fix the world so that no one will ever have to meet her fate again. That's why we're fighting to restore.
I'm so disappointed in Grisha right now. I know he talked about how he treated Zeke, but I didn't expect it to be that bad. Like, jeez.
Your parents are restorationists. They'll be caught. You'll all be sent to paradise. Yeah, thanks for playing catch with me. I'm grateful. Even when I'm a Titan, I'll cherish those memories. Report them.
What?
You have to. It's your only hope. If you show your loyalty to Marley by turning your parents into the authorities, you and your grandparents should be safe. No!
Is that when he did it?
Zeke, your parents have been awful to you. They've used you. They never spared a thought for how you felt. They gave
Unfortunately, he's not wrong. Grisha was terrible to Zeke. Can you blame him, Grisha? You won't do that to Eren, though.
Though it's time I face the fact that my term's almost over. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll never actually get to grow old.
Huh? What did you figure out?
Most of my findings are about the founding Titan's power over subjects of Ymir, like us.
Ah, you said that it could rewrite people's memories, right?
Yeah, but that isn't all it can do. I found out that it's also able to change the anatomy of all our bodies.
How?
Around 600 years ago, an epidemic swept the world, causing a drastic decline in its population.
Ooh.
But suddenly, the disease vanished from the Eldian Empire. Every last citizen was cured. It was the king's doing. With the founding Titan's power, he redesigned the bodies of his subjects and made them immune.
Oh my gosh.
The Eldians are extensions of the founding Titan's body.
Oh my goodness.
We're all connected to it, no matter where we go.
The paths. So you can just change people's bodies like that?
You should be wiped out, so why are you breeding?
Would it be possible for the founder to make it so that none of us can have children anymore? If subjects of Ymir stopped giving birth,
Is that what you're doing, Zeke?
if we Eldians hadn't been born in the first place, we wouldn't have had to suffer either.
But many years ago, I had a wife and child. I knew that she would find me out eventually.
Yeah.
I never suspected that when that day came, she would slit our son's throat, and then her own.
What?
I decided.
Are you kidding me?
I'll inherit your Titan, not for Marley's sake, but for the sake of the world. I'll take the founder. I'll end our cursed race, freeing the world from its fear of Titans, and freeing our people from their suffering.
Oh. So that's his plan.
That power won't be yours to direct. What it's used for will be up to the founder's host.
Eren.
Essentially, you're like the key to a lock.
And happen to be your brother.
To be held by someone you trust. Someone who can understand our euthanization plan. I know
Euthanization?
that someone.
That someone ended up being your brother. Eren Jaeger. Oh, you call him father?
Eren Jaeger?
Yes, Eren is definitely in possession of the founder.
Did Eren tell you guys anything about his family? Such as who his father was?
He did. He said his dad was missing, but that he used to be a doctor.
He has a brother.
Unbelievable. So that father was alive? Eren, we're both victims.
That's what... I don't think so.
I'll come back
And then he met
save you.
Eren over there. That's how I learned about Eren, his
You've
brother.
changed. Now you do look a bit like our father.
And then Liberio.
If those kids had lived, the royal family would have reclaimed the founder and bound to the vow renouncing war.
He saved them.
Humanity inside of the walls would have lost any chance of surviving. The deaths of those children are what allowed us to live.
So he saved the world by doing that.
This world was never our birthright. It's a hell to be saved from.
Whoa.
I'll do it, Zeke.
When the moment comes, I'll bring 2,000 years of Titan domination to an end.
So is he actually going to go through with it?
Precisely. It's settled then.
Zeke was so emotional. Is Eren actually going to go through with that plan?
The only way to save us Eldians.
He told Eren the full plan. So why did he say that he didn't? That Eren wouldn't understand.
Is to put us out of our misery.
That was your plan? Mercy killings? Well, you're about to die inside a Titan's stinking mouth.
Oh, he told Zeke the whole... Sorry, told Levi the whole plan.
When you consider the way that you stole my comrades' lives.
I stole nothing. Actually, I saved them.
How?
It looks like your legs are starting to grow back.
Mr. Summer! I hope you're still watching!
What's he doing? Oh no! Zeke and Levi! Levi! And the horse! Is it gonna end right here? It is, isn't it? My goodness. What a place to end it. One more episode left. What's gonna happen next? So we finally saw Zeke's full past in Liberia. I thought it was going to fast forward to after he turned Grisha in, but it was actually before that. We saw exactly how Grisha treated Zeke in his past. In the flashback in season 3, Grisha told us how he just made a mistake and kept imposing his ideals onto Zeke. He only saw him as Elia's future, as a child of royal blood, but he never saw him as Zeke. And we got to see just how that played out. He didn't go easy on Zeke at all. He kept pushing him too far until he broke, and he never treated him like a son. He treated him like a tool to help in the future. He never tried to think Zeke as a son. Like, every time he saw his father, he'd see these eyes. Like, he tried to devote every single time Zeke had to his training and to making him someone who can save Elia. He never treated him like a son, and we got to see exactly how far that went. He said all that, but now I know exactly how far he took it, and this just changed how I viewed Grisha completely. I never knew that this is the kind of person he used to be. But I don't think he was like that with Eren, was he? Because he never told Eren to do any of it. That was something Eren decided all on his own. So he actually meets one of the warriors, the Beast Titan before him, Tom Zava. Or Zava as it's spelled here. So he actually acted like a real father to Zeke when Grisha wasn't. And at the end, after Zeke took the beast from him, he called him father. He wasn't referring to Grisha, he was referring to Tom. And that's the glasses Zeke has. The glasses that belong to him. So Zeke never wore glasses before, and now the glasses he has belongs to him. But Grisha has never wore glasses either, and now he does. Well, that was after he entered the walls, where he met Carla and had Eren. But then Zeke doesn't know what happened to Grisha after he went to the walls. He realized the mistake he made with Zeke, and I'm not sure if he did the same thing to Eren. Zeke just assumes he did. Like, I still remember, like, they showed the scene when Zeke arrived in Paradis after Rainer, Bertold, and Ymir made it to Wall Maria. So they went back to that port over there, which they later threw down. And after dropping off Ymir, they told Zeke about all of this, about how Eren's father was a doctor. And that's how he realized that Grisha created yet another failure in Eren. And he wanted to save Eren from all of this. So Tom Zava said that once an epidemic swept and a lot of lives were lost, but the Eldian king managed to save the Eldian people by using the Founding Titan's power to change everyone's biology and rid them of the disease. And Zeke was thinking, what if he could use it to make sure that the Eldian people could never bear children ever again? Because if they stop breeding, then they won't multiply, and then when they disappear from the world will stop hating them, and that would in turn save the world. So is that what Zeke's plan over here? Is he trying to make it so that the aliens can never reproduce and therefore they'll never be a threat to anyone ever again? Is that the plan that Eren has agreed to go with? I can't believe Eren is going through a plan with that. And he says, this world was not our birthright. I can't believe he's saying that after all this time. He's always fought for freedom. He's always fought for his rights. I can't believe he's going along with a plan like that. Well, one more episode left. I'm not sure if the two of them are going to meet, especially after what happened at the end over there. So before that, Zava said that the reason he became a warrior was so that he wanted his life to end early. He told Zeke about when he met his wife, who was Marlian, and he hid the fact that he was alien from him, and he even had his son with her. And when they found out he was alien, she first killed his son and then she killed herself. That's how badly aliens were treated over there. And then when Grisha was just visiting a clock tower outside the internment zone, even though he had permission to be there, the guy over there just splashed water on him, saying he was getting rid of all the filth. Nobody ever gave the aliens a chance. Like, nobody ever tried. I still remember when Armin said, "So the world has decided that we're devils, regardless of what our intentions are." If we had started in Marley and hadn't seen what was going on in Paradis, then I'm not sure if I would agree with them or not. Maybe I would have. But because we stayed in Paradis for 3 seasons straight and then coming over here, I just feel very, very bad for the aliens. And I just hope and I just want them to have a happy ending by the end of this. I'm not sure how they can now if Zeke fulfills his plan along with Aaron. Aaron's one who'll have control of the founding titan once he and Zeke touch. So I'm not sure what Aaron's going to do then. So is Aaron going to carry out Zeke's plan then? We'll have to see then. So it turns out Zeke was actually telling this whole story to Levi while they were going away in the wagon during the rain. He was thinking maybe he should mercy kill Zeke right here after what he did to Levi's comrades. Zeke says he saved them, and that if they had children, then those children would have to suffer too. So he thought he was saving them. At least that's what he believes. And at the very end, Zeke decided to just be done with it all, and then he willingly pulled out the cord in the thunder spear, and the explosion caught him, Levi, and the horse. They showed Levi's cloak flying over there, so I don't know what happened to Levi now. He was right there when the explosion went off. Surely even he can't come out of that in one piece, right? So is that it for Zeke and Levi then? Did they both die right then and there? And the horse also caught on fire too. And they're just out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody knows where they are. So who's going to find them then? So they just exploded right there, and now we don't know what happened to them. And we saw Zeke's past too, and now we finally know his plan. To mercy kill all of the aliens so that they're no longer a threat to the people of the world. And he thinks that'll be better than just massacring the whole lot. This way they'll be able to die peacefully, and once they all die, the world can stay safe, finally free of the threat of the Titans. So now I just don't know what the last episode will have in store. So I know that we have a part 2 coming out in winter after this next episode, but I don't know where they're going to leave us off while we have to wait for so many more months. Well, let's find out next time at the end of part 1 of the final season. Thank you for watching my reaction to this great flashback episode, and I will see you all next time. Bye.